Hi, folks. It's Eurovision Ireland, and we're back with our sixth and final look at the songs taking part in the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest in Malmo in Sweden. I'll introduce the gang first. We've got Sarah.
Hi everyone.
We've got Richard.
Hi everyone.
We've got James.
Hi everyone.
We've got Bogdan.
Hi everyone.
And we've got me and Staggy, star of Instagram, TikTok, and maybe other media that we don't know about. Right. This show is going to look at the remaining 7 songs, which you will have worked out are the big 6 finalists plus Ireland. Nice and simple there. Nice and simple. We're going to start with Germany. Now, Germany are sending Isaac with a song Always on the Run, and he's co-written this with Greg Taro, Kevin Lair, and Leo Salmanen. Finish name. Anyway. Reviewing this one is Richard.
So we have a German entry that's mid-tempo with a hint of ballad. Isaac shows emotion throughout. That's a very strong element that he has, and he's a really strong storyteller as well, which will do the entry well. Isaac has a singer that could fill the stage on his own. I don't think he needs backing dancers or backing singers to make this a success. And actually, probably, this will do a lot better than a lot of people will think. And I think for the first time in a few years, Germany won't finish last.
Thanks, Rich. Now, if you're watching our previous shows, you'll know that each of us is going to give each song a score out of 10. So we've got a maximum score available of 50 and a minimum score available of 0. We're not going to get any zeros, I would think, but we might get some close. We may have done in some of the other reviews. So, Rich, what is your score for Germany?
6.
6, okay. And Bogdan?
It is highly underrated, so I'll give it an 8.
8, okay. And James?
I'm going to give it a 7.
7. And Sarah?
8. I really like it.
8. And it's getting a 7 from me as well. A bit underrated. So that gives it a score of 36. You'll see the scores appear somewhere on the screen. Moving on, we're going to Italy now. Their song is called La Noia, or Boredom. It's been performed by Angelina Mango, that she's written with Dario Faini and Francesco Colliaro. And I'm taking this one. Won Sanremo. Sanremo is a cracking contest. And like we've said in others, Sweden, Italy, and Ukraine seem to be the 3 countries that really get Eurovision at the moment. You can never ever write them off. Now, Italy have gone unusual. They're not. The last time they sent a woman, a female soloist, was 2016. So probably long overdue. And this is a cracker of a song. It's nice and bouncy. It sort of draws you in. It's really captivating. It's bouncy. I just think it's a really good choice for Italy. Now, we don't know where it's going to be performed in the grand final yet. So a late draw could really favour it. And I think if Italy want to win, there's very little stopping them because there's a very open contest this year. I really like it. She looks good with the camera. She doesn't need lots of people on stage. It's just ready to go, I think, really. So much so, I'm going to give this a 9 because I do like it and I think it's in with a strong chance. So let's go around the team. Sarah, what's your score for Italy?
Give it an 8.
8, okay. And James?
I'm going to give it a 6. It's not my favourite Italian entry, but I suspect it's going to do very well.
Okay. And Bogdan?
This is one of my favorites. I give it a 10. My first 10.
10. Nice one. And finally, Rich?
7.
7. That gives it a score of 40 out of a possible 50. Right. The next one of the big 6 is France. There's the flag. Now, this was one of the first songs to be revealed for this year's contest, internally selected by France Télévisions. And it's called Mon Amour, performed by Slimane, which he has written with Meir and Yaakov Salah. James, what have you got to say about the song from France?
It's very French, isn't it? I mean, France sort of have a history at the contest of this sort of, chanson style of singing, and I think Slimane does an incredible job with it. French is such a lyrical language when it's sung that either they could get up there and sing the phone book, or we'd all think it was beautiful. And I mean, the song, it's very romantic. It's sort of tinged with sadness and melancholy and regret, things that even if people can't speak French, because he emotes so well as he sings, people are going to be drawn in and connect to the emotion of the song. And I think singing with conviction is always a big plus at Eurovision. When this was announced, people made a big thing of saying, oh, there's the winner right there. Always very reluctant to go along with that, especially as when the first song that's revealed, of course it's the winner, nothing else is going against it yet. I'm not sure it's going to win. I think it will definitely be up there, and I think France are gunning for another win. I think we probably will see a French win at some point in the future. This might come up the middle and do it, but I'm not convinced.
That's James. Okay. And what's your score for France?
I'm going to give it a 7.
7. Okay, I'm going to go around the room. Bogdan, your score?
I'll give it a 7 as well.
7. And Sarah?
I'll give it a 6. It's not my favourite French entry.
Okay. And Richard?
I'm also giving it a 6.
6. Okay. And from me, it's going to get, I actually really like it. It's getting an 8 from me. So that gives it a score of 34. And the finalists are looking good here. Next, we're going to Spain. Benidorm Fest seems to be starting to take off, going down well. And that picked a song called Thora. And it's been performed by Nebulosa. And it's been written by Maria Bass and Mark D'Souza. And we're going to get a review on this one from Bogdan.
What can I say? What a banger. When I first listened to it, I was drawn immediately into it, and ever since then, I've been a big fan. I know this is like a piece of cake. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But for me, it's like the first one, I really like it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I like the rhythm. I like everything, the presentation, the staging. I just wish the audience would act the same as in Spanish final. But who knows if there are gonna be enough Spanish speakers there in the arena to sing along. But yeah, I think it's a cracker of a song, and it's one of my favorites this year because it just brings me joy. Every single time I hear it, brings me joy, and that's what I want from Eurovision. So a song to make me happy, and this song ticks all the boxes for me.
Thanks, Bogdan. We all like songs that make us happy. Something a bit joyous. What we need at the moment, I think. So what's your score for it out of 10?
I think I'm gonna be in minority, but for me it's a 10 because I really love hearing and listening to it.
Thanks, Bogdan. 10 out of 10. James, what do you think?
At the risk of souring the mood in the room, I'm going to give it a 6.
Okay. And Sarah?
I'm going to give it a 6 as well, mainly because it's one that's still got to grow on me.
Okay. It's getting a 6 from me as well. And finally, Richard?
I'm giving it a 5. It's not the best Spanish entry. It's not the worst Spanish entry. And it could grow in this next week or so. So who knows?
Okay, thank you. So that scores 33. Right, where are we going next? The 5th one of 7 in the show is the United Kingdom. Again, chosen internally. And they've gone for Dizzy by Ali Alexander. And he's co-written this song with Danny Harl. Sarah, tell us about the UK song.
Right, well, okay. It's always hard to be critical of my own entry, but here goes. So when Ollie was picked, I think there was a lot of expectation because of this background with years and years that, we were going to bring something super duper to the contest and go all out for the win that we didn't get in 2022. And when sort of Dizzy was released, then there seemed to be sort of, went from sort of high elation, a little bit downwards, with a lot of people criticising the song and sat on social media sort of saying, this really isn't really the song he ought to have sent. It's no, it's nothing special. But I think one of the good things about Ollie is that we know he can perform. and you know that he can do good staging. And I think a lot how this song does, it's going to depend an awful lot on the staging. And I think if Ollie can sort of get that staging right, I think this song is going to do far better than people think it's going to do. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he's got planned for us.
Thanks, Sarah. Quite glowing, that is. How many points out of 10 will you give the song?
I'll give it a 9 because I really do like the song. Yeah.
Okay, 9. I'll go next, and not a winner, I don't think, but I think it's still worth a 7 from me. Richard?
I think it's 7.
7. Bogdan?
Ollie, I love you. Like a 7. Let's hope the staging will prove me wrong and it'll be fantastic because I really love.
All right, 7.
Yeah, 7.
Thank you. Thank you. And James?
I'm going to give it an 8. I enjoy it.
8. 38. 38. It's a tough one again, this show. Right, 2 to go. And the next one we're going to come to are the hosts. Sweden, in case you didn't know. Sending a song called Unforgettable by the Norwegian twins, Marcus and Martinus, who won Melody Festivalen. No doubt you've seen that one. They've co-written this with Jimmy Tornfeldt, Joy Deb, and Lina Deb. 2 Debs have also written another song in this year's contest. It's over to Richard.
So this is quite an interesting one for me because for the first time since the pandemic, Mum came to Melody Festival with me, and she is your average Saturday night TV viewer and doesn't do anything else throughout the Eurovision season. And she didn't claim it as unforgettable, she claimed it as forgettable. In fact, her favourite, the one she thought to go to Eurovision, was Medina because it was more Eurovision-y, more memorable, and it ended up coming second. So because she's the average Saturday night viewer who only watches the final, I've sort of got to take that into consideration. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's probably quite a safe entry for Sweden. I don't think we have to worry about returning next year. But I think they probably get more of the youthful votes because they're quite, top with all the youngsters. So for me, a safe vote for Sweden, but probably it's hard to think, but I can't see them hitting the top 10 this year.
Okay, interesting. And of course, they're opening the grand final on the Saturday evening. You want to give it a score? How many out of 10?
Based on their fan base, it could be a 7.
7, thank you. Bogdan, what's your score for Sweden?
I think it's a 7 for me as well.
7. Okay, and James?
I think there are 2 letters too many on that title. 3.
3, sorry, okay, thank you. And Sarah?
I'm with Richard's mum on this. I'm going to give it a 2.
A 2. It's getting a 5 from me. They've done worse, but they've done far, far better. So Sweden scored 24 out of a possible 50. Now, if you paid attention, you know there's one song left, which of course is Ireland. There's the flag, green, white and orange. Bambi Thug is singing Doomsday Blue. Now, she's not yet in the final. She's performing song number 4 in the second semi-final. The UK can vote on it, and of course, can a load of other countries who could be watching. She's written it with Olivia Cassie Brooking, Sam Matlock, and Tyler Ryder. And I'll finish off with this one. It's unique. It's absolute. I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's going to wake people from their slumbers, even if it is only song 4 in the second semi-final. It just takes you through several different musical styles, all in the space of 3 jam-packed minutes of what the heck is going to happen next. The staging is going to be completely off the wall. It's going to blow your mind. No doubt you'll enjoy it when you see it next Thursday. I don't know what else to say. We have a cracking video to follow up on as well. It's just so many elements of fun. It's serious. There's a slightly sinister element to it, but it's done in a really enjoyable way, and you're going to want to watch it for the whole 3 minutes. It might not be the classic earworm song, but you're not going to forget Bambi Thug and their performance. It would just be completely unique, memorable. And Ireland, RTE, thank you for being so daring and taking a chance on something like this that's not safe. Safe doesn't win Eurovision. Safe doesn't do well in Eurovision anymore. You've got to take a chance. And RTE, for all their faults, are going to take a chance. If this doesn't work, it's going to be talked about for years to come. And we love this for this. We love Bambi. We love everything that they're doing. What can we say? I just can't rate it highly enough. I wish Bambi and their team the best of luck on that Thursday night semi-final. It's getting a 9 from me. It's getting a 9. I think it's just so daring. It has to get a score like that. I'm going to go around the room, see what other people think of it. Richard, what's your score for Ireland?
Bambi, thank you for bringing Ireland's Eurovision journey into the 21st century. It is an 8 for me.
8. Thank you, Richard. Bogdan, what's your final score of this year's reviews?
I think this could be the dark horse of the core competition. And we'll surprise lots of people that don't have this in their on the radar. So on their radar. So for me, it's a 9.
9. Thank you. Thank you. James.
Avada Kedavra, I speak to destroy. 10. This is unhinged and I love it.
And finally, Sarah, give us a score for Ireland.
I'm going to give her an 8. So I think it's great.
8. She scores 44 out of 50. Is that the best score that we've given in these reviews? Check out our other reviews to find out, or look at the accompanying article that will set out what we scored every song. I'm going to ask the usual question: is there a potential out of these 7 songs, which are the 6 automatic finalists and Ireland? Is there a potential winner out of these? Is there a classic? And I'm going to start with Sarah.
Yep, I think definitely 2 potential winners and definitely a classic.
James, your views.
Any set of songs that has Italy and it already has a potential winner. There's a song I would love to win, and I think you can probably work out which one it is, and it's definitely going to be talked about for decades to come, and I'm here for it.
Thanks, James. Bogdan.
I'm with Sarah. I think 2 potential winners and some classics. Love this lot. Yeah.
Thank you. Richard?
There's definitely a classic there which deserves to be a winner. Whether it will happen or not is another matter.
Yeah, I have to agree. There's a couple of potential winners in there. There's at least 1 classic. And I think there could be a couple of songs in there that will do far better than people are expecting. A great selection of songs. So thank you for staying for all our 6 reviews. Tell us what you think. Do you agree with us? Have we missed a trick? Is there a song there that is screaming winner to you that we've completely missed? We'd love to hear what you think. And thank you again. I'm going to quickly go around the room. It's goodbye from Richard.
Bye.
And Bogdan.
Bye, everyone.
And James.
Bye, everyone.
And Sarah.
Bye, everyone.
And of course, you can follow us on all of these channels. We have other reviews, Reviewing 2, Hey Staggy. Go check them out. Tell us again what you think. So yeah, it's a goodbye from me, and may the best song win. Thank you.